What's going on, everybody? It's finally time for the Cryptids of Wisconsin. I hope you enjoy this video and wait till the end to see the next state for the Haunted series. Number 1. The Beast of Bray Road. From the town of Elkhorn, Wisconsin comes the most famous werewolf legend in America, the Beast of Bray Road. The beast is described as being a bipedal canine and standing between 5 to 7 feet tall. It has brownish gray fur and glaring red eyes. Many reports also say the monster has a putrid smell. The first sighting came in 1989 when a woman named Lori was driving home on Bray Road late one night. She noticed a figure on the side of the road. It was facing away from her, but she could see it had pointed ears. When she got a little closer, she could see a creature with dark gray fur. It was kneeling down with a chunk of flattened roadkill being held in the beast's large claws. She said the creature's eyes glowed red as the car's headlights shined into them. The creature showed no fear and watched her car as she sped away. Then in December 1990, a girl named Heather was out sledding with her friends. They said they saw what looked like a dog until it stood up. The creature stared at them and they slowly backed away, not wanting to turn their backs to it. It suddenly started chasing them. It got about halfway to their home before stopping and heading back into the wilderness. In 1991, a woman named Doris had a run-in with the Beast of Bray Road. She was driving and felt her tire had lifted off the ground. She got out to check the tire. As she was walking toward the back of her car, she saw a creature charging straight at her. She barely managed to get into the car and sped away. There are still sightings to this day, and in 2020, a picture of the creature was captured, though many believe it to be fake for various reasons. One big reason is it looks like the wolf's right arm is a skeleton arm. However, the Beast of Bray Road still has a massive following in the area, and if you go driving down Bray Road, there's a chance you'll see the monster of legend. Number 2. The Hodag. The story of the Hodag starts in 1893, when apparently a new creature was discovered by some lumberjack. It had the head of a frog, a large lizard-like body, large tusks, the horns of a bison, the back of a dinosaur with spines, and a tail with spikes at the end. A well-known prankster, Eugene Shepard, saw these reports and saw it as a great opportunity to fool the public. He came up with a story saying he gathered a group of locals who used rifles and squirt guns full of poison water to hunt the beast. When that didn't work, they apparently used dynamite to slay the creature. 3 years later, he claimed to actually have caught the Hodag. He took it on a tour of the state of Wisconsin, including a county fair. In darkened tents, people heard it growl and saw it move. The fake beast was really moved by Shepard using ropes. He would even go into the tent and shred his clothes and walk out claiming he was attacked by the creature. Eventually, this news was spread across the country, and when the Smithsonian said they were sending a team of scientists to study the Hodag, Shepard was forced to admit his stories were hoaxes. While his stories were fake, a mysterious creature really was seen by someone back in the 1880s, and the Hodag is still blamed by golfers when their balls go missing, and some anglers claim the Hodag will often snatch trophy catches off of their lines. Number 3. The Rock Lake Terror. Rock Lake, near Madison, Wisconsin, has had stories of a mysterious creature for over 150 years. The first reported sighting was in 1867. A man named Harbeck claimed to see a large lizard swimming in the lake. He also said he encountered it on land. As he walked by it, its head rose up and hissed at him before making its way back into the water. Other witnesses at the time claimed to see it come up from the water and hiss at people who were too close to the shore. In the 1870s, a man named Hassman would encounter the beast sleeping on the edge of the lake. He claimed to have poked at it with his walking stick. The beast sprang to life and began thrashing around before diving into the water and swimming away. However, the most famous interaction wouldn't come until 1882. Two men challenged each other to a race across Rock Lake. They noticed what they thought to be a large fallen tree sailing across their path. They slowed down, but kept going towards this object, when suddenly a large head and neck rose up and hissed at them. The monster dove back down, and suddenly the head came back up, right next to one of their boats. The frightened man shouted, "Bring a gun! There's a big thing out here. Come quick and bring a gun," hoping someone would hear him. Eventually a man heard him and saw what was happening on the lake. He gathered a group of men who were also on the shore. They grabbed a boat and started making their way towards the two men, who were currently keeping the monster at bay with the oars from their boats. As the rescue team was approaching, one of them held up a shotgun and aimed it at the creature. As if it sensed what was about to happen, it spun around and hissed at the third boat before diving down into the depths of Rock Lake. The men all stayed out there for a while, but the Rock Lake Terror, as it had come to be known, would never resurface that day, and the monster was pretty quiet for many decades after that. Except for in 1892, when Rocky had reportedly snatched up 5 sheep from a farmer. Other than that, Rocky had pretty much disappeared. It would be 50 years until another sighting would occur. In 1943, a young man would be fishing out on Rock Lake when he noticed the waves were getting more fierce. While searching for the source of the waves, he stared out into the lake, suddenly seeing a large beast rising out of the water. The man watched it for a while before the monster slowly retreated below the surface. That would be the last time anyone ever saw the Rock Lake Terror. Some believe it finally died of old age, or perhaps of some ailment. However, there is always a chance it is still out there, waiting to reveal itself once again. I hope you guys liked that video, and now it's time to spin the wheel. Minnesota. Okay, let's see what Minnesota has. So the top haunted locations of Minnesota should be out soon, and the cryptids of Minnesota after that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.